downstairs at the back of the house. Some of you will do a little look and talk there. It's a little bit windy up here, but you don't get the best possible views. Places and points of interest. There's no new palace, so it is a royal palace and it belongs to the crown. However, the king allows parliament to sit inside it. The tower in the distance, another famous bell, the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, so they are related. On your right, this is number one. So John, fighting, the land army, the ladies, they stepped in and they built Waterloo Bridge. And a fun fact is Waterloo Bridge is the only bridge in London ever to be completed on time and under budget, of course because of the ladies. There was a man in charge of making, we have to learn all the individual arches of 32 bridges, part of our apprenticeship to obtain a waterman's licence. And on your left, look at 35 years of his life into building St Paul's, and he is buried in there. He's buried in the crypt alongside Lord Nelson and the Duke of Wellington. And it is magnificent inside and out. And this Sunday or any other Sunday throughout the year, you don't have to pay the entry fee. It is an active place of worship for the Church of England. So you are invited to take part in the Sunday service. It's free to go in there on a Sunday, so that was a question. And it is very good value. You can go and see a play in there for as little as £10 each. Only a tenner for live entertainment in London, can't go far wrong. Only 10 quid. Southwark Road Bridge, opened in 1921, it's very quiet. It is officially London's least used bridge. It was built to ease congestion to the old London Bridge, but it is very hard to find by normal road users. It's mainly used by professional drivers, so lorries, buses and taxis. It's wider as it gets taller. Look up on the top there, folks. Can you see the people? On the balcony, there's loads of people up there today. Where they are, that is London's Sky Garden. And you can actually go all the way to the top of that building. Doesn't cost a penny. Okay, it's completely free. I've been up there twice. And when you get out, firstly, if I can draw your attention to the flag being displayed at the very front of the ship. Most of the units bring it out for the family. I do recommend exploring the HMS Belfast, especially if the weather takes a turn for the worst. You can spend a few hours, a long time exploring. What's the money shot? You see the double-decker bus coming over the bridge. Get that in the middle. Okay, that's two iconic landmarks in one picture. You look unique, being both suspension bridge and bascule bridge. Significantly increase the value of your property. And that is why we see these modern apartment buildings popping up all along the river. These ones on our right, these are purposefully built riverside apartments. Now notice there's a gap between the premises and the river's edge, a footpath. So any new buildings, there must be a gap. Now they say it's a safety requirement, but what they're trying to achieve, they're trying to make it so you can walk the entire length of the river. Years ago you couldn't. It was see with the triangular roof and the circular window. That is all one property. It's called Sun Wharf, and it used to belong to Sir David Lean, very famous film director. Directed such classics as London Bar and Restaurant, very nice, probably a little bit pricey. And the Limehouse Marina on your left, that entrance, that is a basin for privately owned yachts and canal boats. It is through this tributary, it does grant you access onto the Regent's Canal. And from here you can travel all the way up to Birmingham and Manchester by boat through a series of the attic of that building, and it's where he wrote Our Mutual Friend. Today that pub is owned by a very famous British actor, Sir Ian McKellen. He played Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings. On display behind the bar is the wizard's staff used to portray Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings films. And Sir Ian McKellen, well, he was a local resident and he saved the pub from becoming apartments. He actually bought the pub about probably over 10 years ago now. And he does the pub quiz on a Wednesday. Not every Wednesday, every other Wednesday. I've seen him in there. Sir Ian McKellen, very nice gentleman he is. Now on your left, we have the Canary Wharf developments. And this is the new financial area of London. So they expanded away from the city of London, which is simply so ships would travel from the Canary Islands, delivering tropical fruits in the Canary Islands. So it's built on what was once Docklands, specifically the West India dock inland on our left. And it was very, very busy with shipping. But then when the docks closed, this lay derelict for ages into the new financial era. So, there are bars and restaurants that surround the old basins that were once working docks, and also the Docklands Museum from west to east, east to west. 215 miles long, 90 miles twist and turn along its way out to sea. About 30 miles ahead of us is the North Sea. So we are actually travelling at bends in that sort of direction. Off to the left is the Millennium Dome, the O2 Arena, which is a concert and entertainment space at North Greenwich. Stirs up the sediments at the riverbed and turns it this murky colour it is. So it never truly settles. And there are 100 different species of fish in the River Thames. And earlier, do you remember at London Bridge, we saw the fish-eating birds, the cormorants. And they have to consume their own body weight in fish. What was I saying? Yeah, the river's good enough to drink, folks. You could drink a glass of river water directly from the river, but only once. Everybody wants to have a tea or coffee from the bar. Freight carriers, lightermen carry cargo, watermen carry passengers. Historic license still exists. Now on your right, you see these brick buildings with the archways that trained in Greenwich, right up until 1998.